Yo guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into the latest internet firestorm surrounding fitness influencer Joey Swoll. So if you've been on TikTok, X or Reddit lately, you've probably heard all about it. The drama has sparked heated debates, left and right wing pylons, and even threats to Joey's loved ones. So what's the deal? Why is everyone so mad? And why is this controversy making race relations worse? And I've got some thoughts on where this is all headed, so let's get into it. Okay, so first up, who is Joey Swoll? So if you're not familiar with Joey Sergo, aka the Joey Swoll, he's a bodybuilder, fitness trainer, and fitness influencer with a massive following. He's got over 13 million followers across platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and X. And before he went offline recently, he's been known as the CEO of gym positivity, calling out toxic gym behavior like shaming, bullying, or filming people without consent. His videos often go viral for promoting respect and community in fitness spaces. Think of him as the guy who's like, hey, let's all just lift weights and be cool with each other. Sounds wholesome, right? Well, that's what makes this controversy so wild. Joey's built a brand on being the voice of reason, but he's also had his share of critics. Some accuse him of targeting women or people of colour disproportionately in his callouts, claiming he fuels misogyny or bias. Others love him for standing up against what they see as entitled or woke behaviour. The tension sets the stage for what went down recently. So what sparked this whole mess? It all started on July 25. When Joey posted a TikTok tribute to wrestling legend Hulk Hogan after news broke of Hulk's passing at the age of 71. The video showed Joey dressed in Hogan's iconic red and yellow gear, flexing and paying respects to his childhood idol. Innocent enough, right? Well, not so fast. Fans quickly called the post tone deaf because of Hulk Hogan's controversial past. You see, back in 2007, Hulk used racial slurs to describe his daughter's black ex-boyfriend, a scandal that led to WWE cutting ties with him and Mattel stopping producing his merchandise. When fans brought this up during Joey's TikTok livestream, things got a little bit messy. Joey defended his tribute, saying just because a person had made mistakes doesn't mean they don't deserve to be recognised for the good that they've done. But then he used the term coloured when referring to people of colour, saying something like, if you're coming after me, come after the coloured athletes who posted about him too. Now, although I genuinely don't think there was any malice behind what Joey said, a lot of people who were already upset with him over his whole posting about Hulk Hogan at all saw him using the term as coloured instead of people of colour as a step too far. These people think that that term is outdated and offensive. Social media and TikTok especially absolutely erupted, with people posting videos slamming Joey's word choice and the Hulk Hogan tribute. Racking over 1.5 million views on one video, Reddit threads on Gymshark and YouTube drama lit up, with users calling Joey's language crazy and questioning how a young internet-savvy influencer could use that term. Some argued it showed his true colours, while others said it was an honest mistake from someone unaware of the term's weight.
This is the guy that you're mad at. You are mad at Joey Swoll. Generally speaking, one of the least problematic people on the internet.
So after this, Joey quickly deleted the Hogan video and posted an apology on Instagram and TikTok on July 28, saying he'd researched Hogan's past, learned about the horrible things he'd said and done, and was really sorry for using the term coloured instead of people of colour. He claimed ignorance, not malice, but the apology only poured gasoline on the fire. Now, here's where things actually get really spicy. The backlash split along political lines, even though I really think Joey's not a political guy at all. Both sides turned this into a circus. So let's start with the left. Many progressive users on TikTok and Reddit accused Joey of being as racist, pointing to his use of coloured and his defence of Hogan as proof of deeper bias. Some people posting on Reddit argued that Joey's always been problematic, citing his past of call-outs of women and women of colour as evidence of misogyny and racism. They saw his apology as performative, with ex-user calling it out as a brand-saving move, not genuine remorse. Now, on the right, things got just as heated, but for the opposite reason. Conservative fans shamed Joey for apologising at all. They saw it as him caving to the woke mob. Ex-users like Colin Rugg and Matt Walsh mocked Joey as weak or a quitter for bending to the leftist pressure. Some, like Drums, argued that Joey was naive to think an apology would satisfy activists, claiming the left always demanded more. Meanwhile, Joey's right-wing fans felt betrayed, unfollowing him for not standing by his original post. Now, things escalated even more when Joey announced that he was quitting social media on July 29th, citing threats to his girlfriend, business partner, and sister. He wrote on X, "All the good I've done, all for nothing. You either die a hero or live long enough to be the villain. Only fueled more drama with both sides piling on. The left called him a pathetic loser, avoiding accountability, while the right accused him of running away instead of fighting the mob. So why is this whole situation making race relations worse? Well, that's because both sides are really using this nuanced situation and turning it into a weapon. The left, for example, they assume that Joey's word choice proves he's a card-carrying racist. Their behaviour shows that there is really no forgiveness or any path back for him, and anything he says wrong in the future, they will absolutely pounce on. Now, some users, like on Reddit, argued that if it wasn't malicious, it's a teachable moment, not a crucifixion. But the left's all-or-nothing approach, coupled with threats to his loved ones, makes people defensive, not reflective. And it is absolutely wild, because the logic required that you believe somebody is so evil and heinous that you're going to call up and threaten their loved ones, like that is some of the most wild shit I've ever heard in my life. Now, the right's response as well hasn't really been brilliant. By framing Joey's apology as like a woke surrender, this paints any critique of racial insensitivity as an attack on free speech, which shuts down dialogue too. Ex-user RPGonX even claimed Joey's content inherently appeals to right-wingers and repulses leftists, as if we're all doomed to pick teams. Both sides are more interested on dunking on each other than finding common ground. That's why race relations get stuck in this toxic loop. Now, the real irony here is that Joey's whole brand is about bringing people together in the gym, regardless of race, gender, or politics. But this controversy shows how fast we tear each other apart over a single word or post, leaving no room for mistakes or growth. It's not about understanding, it's about winning. So really, guys, where does this leave us? I think Joey's reaction, or anyone in his shoes, will start looking like this. I don't know, I don't care, and I don't apologize. Why? Because apologizing doesn't work anymore. Joey tried to own his mistake, but it only made things worse. The left demanded more groveling, the right called him a coward, and threats pushed him off the internet entirely. Ex-user Mark Lobner, a friend of Joey, summed it up. This is more proof that to never apologize. And honestly, can you blame him? In a world where everything is a landmine, people will stop engaging. They'll either stay silent, double down, or just walk away, like Joey did. And that's bad for everyone. If we can't talk about race mistakes or forgiveness without turning it into a deathmatch, how do we move forward? Joey's situation shows that the internet's outrage cycle punishes sincerity and rewards defiance or disengagement. The next Joey Swoll won't apologize. They'll shrug and say, take it or leave it, because anything else is a losing game. Look, I'm not saying Joey's perfect. Using coloured was a fumble, and defending Hogan without knowing his full history was sloppy. But the guy built a platform on positivity, and one misstep erased years of good work. That's not justice, that's a mob. And both sides, left and right, are feeding it. So let me ask you guys, was Joey Swoll wrong? Or did the internet overreact? Are we doomed to this no apologies future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear from you. And if you found this breakdown helpful, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next deep dive. Let's keep the conversation going, but maybe without the death threats. Stay positive, stay lifting, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out, guys.